As we mentioned to you earlier, the judge who presided over Derek Chauvin's murder trial might be in the middle. Actually, he is. Another high-profile police shooting. Judge Peter Cahill reportedly signed the no-knock warrant that led to Minneapolis officers shooting and killing 22-year-old Amir Locke. More than 1,000 protesters marched through the streets of Minneapolis on Saturday. They're calling for an end to these kinds of warrants, and it is disturbing. So many people learned about no-knock warrants when it came to Breonna Taylor. Now, the police there claim they announced themselves, no charges, beautiful young woman, an accomplished young woman dead. In this case, Amir Locke was not part of the warrant, as best we've learned. Legal in every sense of the word, asleep on the couch, wrapped up in that blanket that is haunting us, Mike. And it just seems to me that these no-knock warrants are stupid and dangerous and wrong, unless they're accompanied by a lot of other things like surveillance. Anybody, your grandma could be spending the weekend with you. Now, if they weren't after him, did they know he was in there? Did they know other people could be? They're the dumbest thing ever. And in a country where you're allowed to stand your ground and defend yourself and Second Amendment, it's ridiculous. It's even dangerous for police officers. There's a case out of Texas, two of them. One involved a black man, one involved a white man. Both of them shot and killed police officers who were executing no-knock warrants. I believe it was like 2013 and 2014. I'll let you figure out which one got off and which one was facing the death penalty. I mean, we don't really even need to discuss that. I think you know. And they didn't find anything, by the way, in the black man facing the death penalty. They found a pound or pounds of marijuana, I believe, in the other case. But this is what happens when they were crawling through the window of the Texas man, the black man's house. So he shot. What do you think of? You don't know. So unless you have surveillance and all these other things, I don't know why you would leave it up to SWAT teams who are part of a flawed society to decide.
And we always hear about these tragic issues and mistakes because they are mistakes. Because, like you said, Sharon, a lot of times they don't realize who is inside. They don't realize the grandmother's inside sleeping on the couch, or the little 12-year-old or the 3-year-old. I mean, and once again, I said the same thing, like you just mentioned to us, to our legal expert, Candace, basically saying, yeah, if I'm a policeman, I don't necessarily want to execute one of these no-knock warrants because I don't want to be shot at the same time. And like you said, it's stand your ground unless you're brown. So if you're a Second Amendment right person, you got these guns in your house, and I bet they won't run up on people in Montana. you know what I'm talking about? Some of these militia people and run up on them. Sir. And with the no-knock warrant, I guarantee you won't do something like that and think you're going to get away with it, because you're going to have an all-out war. So I have a right to defend my property. And we live in a day and age, Sharon. How many times do we hear about home invasions? All the time. And if you think you hear, you got these alarms that's going off, you got the Ring doorbell, and a lot of times they're being really stealth about coming up, and you don't know if they're police officers or not because they even hide the police banner or whatever, the logo sometimes on their uniform. So you don't know who's coming into your house.
Yes.
So all of a sudden you hear some noise outside of your window. You hear noise outside of your door, and you think somebody's about to come in and invade your home, not necessarily just rob your family, but execute your family, and you have a gun. What are you going to do?
Not expecting anybody. What are you going to do?
Look
at that.
Not expecting somebody to come, and then all of a sudden, luckily, I mean, the fact that they got that close to him is something, because if I hear somebody coming at my door and I don't know who it is, now I also know where my daughter is at the same time, because she might come in here or whatnot. But at the same time, don't come in my door unannounced. Don't do that, and think that you're not going to get shot at. Bottom line, and I'm not saying that this is I'm trying to kill anybody.
No,
but I would definitely understand, Sharon. I would understand if someone was killed in that situation, because I don't know who's coming into my home. So it's either me and my family or you. If I have a weapon, it's going to be you.
Yeah, and the other thing is, don't play with me. Don't play with me and sit up here and talk about, well, I can hear these fools. Well, they did. There were 3 seconds upon entering. He shot dead. Now, if you can't make sense of that kind of procedure and protocol, then why are you doing it? 3 seconds? And that's not the guy you're after? You're putting a key in my door with black gloves, and I'm supposed to just sit there and take it, and I'm half asleep, okay, and confused? It is just ridiculous. And you're right. There are 2 sets of laws on the book, sometimes outright, cocaine versus crack. But other times it's just in the it's just in the way they're carried out, okay? And this would be one of them. They rushed to not show us the video, remember? Why do people have to march in the street to get you to be transparent? And the mayor who ran out of the press conference with his legs between his tails, I'm moratorium on no-knock warrant. All of a sudden, shut your mouth and just stop it.
Yeah.
Just stop it. We're tired of black men and women, black children dying. And people just, you should have complied. He was pointing a gun. No, he wasn't. He picked up a gun to defend himself. And he had every right to do that. That's a fact. And I'm going to say it again. I'm sitting here getting all animated. White people know the same thing. White people know that they wouldn't want to be in this position. They know exactly what we know. It's just admitting it puts you in a different life circumstance, and they don't want to do that. Too many, I should say, still don't want to do that.
Well, but they will admit that they would have done the same thing Amir Locke did. The difference is they would have done it. Maybe not have gotten killed. They would have gotten away with it if they would have shot somebody, like you just mentioned, or maybe they wouldn't have been killed.
Texas man.
I mean, I don't understand the no-knock warrant in the first place. Once again, like I was talking to Candace, it's like you can't. Whoever's inside there is inside there. I mean, like, do they think they got an escape hatch in some of these houses? Sometimes the drug warrants, you want to flush the cocaine down the toilet. I don't understand why there's such a rush to go in there. And like you said, you just made a point. If you get waking up out of your sleep at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 seconds. You think I'm going to figure out who you are in 3 seconds? You can say police, you can say my mama, you can say my grandmama came back. And I'm still going to look at you like, what? Huh? I'm confused. And if I got the gun, that's my reaction because I have to protect myself.
Of course it is. The restraint is just, and I understand, and we'll wrap it here, mixing agencies, but do you remember the Branch Davidians? FBI is ATF. Rolled up on the scene and David Koresh, now he says they opened fire first. They say, no, we didn't. Branch Davidians blew away ATF agents. Do you know how long that standoff lasted before it went up in a ball of flames? 51 days. Wow. 51 days. And they didn't kill David Koresh. He lit a match and he took himself and the children out. 51-day standoff. They rolled up on the scene. I'm just saying that we can stop this crazy dysfunction here, and we can at least admit the truth, even if nothing's going to change. It has to change, though. It has to.
It always seems to happen to us. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it should happen to anybody, but disproportion always seems to happen to us. If I'm wrong, tell me, show me the examples.
I doubt it. And that's your first clue. You wouldn't trade places